Okay, people, get ready. Your First Amendment right to freedom of speech is coming under attack. Excuse me. And I hope all of these politicians, especially the Republicans that scream blue murder about the Second Amendment being holy, feel the same way about the First Amendment. This particular clip is going to illustrate a tweet, and I wish they had shown, I guess, if there were 4 of them by 4 different individuals. But anyway, they're going to show a tweet about someone who expressed support for the Dallas sniper. Now, all things being equal, I do not support what the guy did. Okay, I don't support what the guy did. But if you're going to merely call the guy a hero and say rest in peace, I don't call that an attack on police or even a threat to police. So anyway, I want to play this clip, and this Detroit police chief is a head shaker, and I believe that the people that he arrested for threatening police on the internet in tweets is not going to hold up in court. So this should be another good one for the ACLU, and the strength of this particular tweet as far as being a threat is ridiculous. Here we go.
Police departments across the country on edge after the Dallas killings and watching social media for possible danger signs. 4 Detroit men arrested after the praising of the Dallas killer and allegedly making threats on Facebook to kill police officers. Detroit's chief of police, James Craig, saying his department's counterterrorism unit discovered the post. Chief Craig joins us now. Chief, good of you to be here.
Thank you.
What was that task like to track them down?
You know, this is what we do, and I got to tell you, when you talk about threatening to kill a police officer, that's just totally unacceptable. We worked very diligently to identify these individuals. We arrested all 4. We have a meeting set up with our local prosecutor on Thursday of this week, and there's going to be some decisions made. We recognize that some of it's murky. We're talking about threats made over the internet, but when you talk about First Amendment, the right to free speech, there's a problem when you threaten to kill a police officer, or anyone for that matter.
And it's interesting because, Chief, you are looking within your own department at the rhetoric that is being used. And in fact, it just became news that you demoted someone within your own department after an internal review that you had take place over a controversial Facebook posting. What happened?
All right, just so that you know, he's attempting to demote somebody. The actual demotion hasn't taken place because the process is pending.
Well, that's correct. We had an individual who decided to voice an opinion that was contrary to our mission and what this department stands for. So it was actually a reduction in pay grade. He was a detective, and we launched an investigation. So that matter is still pending. But the message is about working in our community, and we have a great relationship in our community here in Detroit. So we're not going to tolerate that, but we certainly have a zero tolerance for anyone threatening to kill a police officer.
So, and just to be clear, that particular officer within your department had criticized the Black Lives Matter movement, and it had gone viral, the posting, comparing them to terrorists. So this is something, obviously, a challenge that police departments across this country are going to continue to face. I'm not sure if you just heard my interview with the former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, who said it should become against the law to threaten a police officer. Are you hearing more cries for that?
Absolutely. You know, I'm calling on my colleagues, other chiefs in the major cities, to address this issue. And it's not happening in Detroit. We're talking about 4 individuals who threatened to kill police officers. But if you just look at our region, there are other threats out there. So I gotta believe there are other threats. And so I want to take the lead on it. We got to support our cops. That's what's critical here, supporting our police officers, our first responders who run to the danger.
I really would love to see exactly what the tweets or the Facebook posting actually said, because if that tweet that was shown earlier is the strongest tweet that they have, again, I believe they're going to have a real problem with this.
Is there a responsibility from the social media companies, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or any of these companies that have the ability to monitor those type of threats that may come through?
I would agree that there's some responsibility, but that doesn't mean they're going to catch everything. But when we become aware of it and we pay attention to it, and when we do, we respond very quickly. So I want to applaud the work of the men and women who are involved in the internet mining, the data mining, to uncover these issues. We're going to continue to do it. And we're looking for some good news on Thursday. We want to lead the way because we have to support our police officers.
All right, so that just lets you guys know that if you post something publicly, police departments, etc., might be able to pull it down. So those hashtags with any type of identifying feature may get you looked at.
I know, speaking to people local to your area, Chief, that you are thought very highly of there, and you are seen as doing very great things for your community. And it has been a tough ride and a very challenging one, I'm sure. But have you specifically, or anybody in your department, received any threats?
Yes, there have been some threats. I won't go into detail, but I will assure you that we have a supportive community here. And we had a protest just last Friday, 1,500 converged in the Civic Center area. I would tell you, when I arrived on scene, several of the organizers approached me and said a couple of things. One, we love you, we love what the department's doing, and we appreciate you being here to keep us safe. And they said their heart and prayers go out to the Dallas police officers who lost their lives.
All right, I got a question for you. If they were able to find 4 guys that posted threats to kill police on the internet, how come they have been able to run down the actual threats that were made directly against his department? I don't know. Something sounds a little fishy there.
So that was important. Most of the protesters don't advocate violence against police officers. And so we stand together. A threat against a police officer certainly is a threat against all of us.
Detroit Police Chief James Craig, we thank you for your service and what you're doing there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so this is going to become a First Amendment issue. And more than likely, depending on how far they want to push this might make it all the way up to the Supreme Court, because we're talking about freedom of speech. We're not talking about making any type of a covert act. If you recall, I believe it was last year, there was a woman who made a crazy tweet threatening police department, but in the video that she made, and I know I said tweet, it was a video that was posted on Facebook. In the video that she made, she was brandishing all kinds of stuff. So they came and arrested her, and to be honest with you, she was stupid, and I can't disagree with them being proactive as far as that's concerned. But these guys, apparently all they did was send out, from what I just saw, and again, apparently they haven't posted or aren't posting all of the quote-unquote threatening tweets. That particular tweet did not mention killing police officers. So I guess there's going to be some kind of a resolution this coming Thursday, and I wouldn't be surprised if this thing gets thrown out.